get, what is the here? See, is it? Okay, that's better. Put on my glasses for this one, y'all, so y'all can read the comments. Okay, so let me clean up my glasses. Okay, so I can see the comments, y'all. But we got something to discuss tonight. Let's see what's up there. We have something to discuss tonight. Okay, what I want to let me put on my glasses so I can see. Okay. All right, all right, okay. Hey, how is it? Say what? That's right. Say what? Say what? Listen, y'all. Thank you for joining my channel. Thank you for the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. My channel is going in a new direction as far as the content that I create and things like that, and I'm more going towards more of a advocacy type channel for drivers that are in the industry. Okay, so the reason why it's so important for me to go ahead and get my truck paid off and be out on my own and all that kind of stuff is because I have a lot of things that I want to get out and and come across and things like that I want to discuss, and I don't want it to be blurred by any having to be reserved by the company that I'm with. I don't want to put my company in any kind of jeopardy of things that I say or whatever the case may be. So that's why it's so important that I pay this truck off so I can start my advocacy program for drivers that's in the industry. Okay. Day before yesterday, I got a call from a female driver, okay, that's been in the industry for about 3 months, 4 months. And they are team driving. She's team driving with another driver and is bringing home $250 a week, okay? And those are the calls that I'm getting. I want to let you all know, listen, you did not get into the trucking industry. This is my issue. This is my problem. This is my rant. This is what I got an issue with. You don't make drivers sign up for a $7,000 contract to lock them in for 12 months, and then you want to make them work and pay them less than minimum wage out here in the industry. The trucking industry is one of the most dangerous jobs that you could possibly have. How dare you pay a driver less than what they will make at McDonald's if they was going home every day? These people sacrifice their time. They sacrifice time away from their families. They sacrifice a lot to come out here and make a career because they want to make money in the industry. So when I get these calls, okay, about drivers that's getting paid $400 or $500, and I know what that truck generates. I know a team in a truck can generate up to about $10,000, if not more, a week. And you're running them like crazy, and they're coming home or off the truck with $250. That's absolutely ridiculous. Why would anybody want to get into the trucking industry and make that type of money? And companies are not caring. And I'm tired of them pimping these drivers for paying them. They're not what they're worth. They got, and then wait a minute. Let me tell you the game. Okay, this is the game of what they do. They put you in these contracts. They make you team drive for 6 months. Okay, it don't take nobody 6 months to learn how to drive a truck. Okay, it doesn't take you 6 months to learn how to drive a truck. I train people out here on the road. I've been training for the last 5 years, and they've been on a truck with me for 4 weeks. Okay, and then they're able to get out here and make their money and do what they got to do. So when you put somebody on the truck for 6 months of training, talking about because it's better for them and safety. No, that's not it. You putting them on the truck for 6 months to train together, because if it was about safety, you wouldn't have two brand new drivers on a truck together if it was about safety. Okay. If it was about safety, you would not be having two new drivers, less than 6 months experience on a truck together teaming. It's not about safety. It's about pimping drivers, making them work all these many hours, going through Wyoming, the snow, all this different kind of stuff, putting them in these situations and paying them less than minimum wage. You got two people. I know what that truck generate. That truck generate an income up to $7,000 to $10,000 a week if you got two people running nonstop, and you want to pay them $200, $300, $400, $500 a week to run. That's ridiculous. And then they feel like they cannot. They feel like they cannot get out of this contract. They cannot get out of this situation. They didn't come in here for that. Nobody would have signed up for a $7,000 contract, okay, to $5,000 to $7,000. They would never sign up for a $5,000 to $7,000 contract, knowing that the most that they're going to make is $250, $300 a week. Who would do that? We're placing people in these contracts thinking that they treat these people right, treat them fair. Stop. You need people to work for you. You need people to work for you. If they don't come to your school, if they don't come to your company, you have no company. So stop pimping these drivers and paying them as minimum as you possibly can. Not even minimum wage. There should be no driver out here making less than minimum wage. And you pinching off these drivers and the new ones, and you're really taking advantage of the new rookie drivers. Because if you've been in this industry for over a year and you have nothing on your record, and you have no incidents, no accidents, no tickets, no nothing like that, if you're working for 38 cents a mile, something's wrong. If you're letting people pay you less than $1,000 a week, something's wrong. Okay, either you want to be on some sort of route, you don't want to run, whatever the case may be. But if you've been out here for a year, you done got hip to the game, and you should know where the money is. You should not be working for anybody in this industry for less than a year and not make $1,000. Your experience, you being a safe driver, you not putting any points on their record or on their insurance, or being called into the weigh station, and you're being a safe driver out here on the road, and you're getting product to the shipper or the receiver or whatever the case may be, and you're doing it effectively and on time, there is no reason why you should not be paid a decent salary out here. And it needs to stop. And then you have people in fear of, they don't want to leave because they're afraid of the contract. They're afraid of the contract. They don't want to pay. I wouldn't want to pay $7,000 back if I'm only making $250. It's an entrapment. You're trapping the drivers there. That's what they're doing. They're trapping them there so they won't go anywhere. So they'll stay there because it's going to take the whole year, and then they'll forgive the contract. At the end of the year, they're not even making $30,000 for the whole year. What can you do if you're in a situation like that? Well, number one, if you're going to outside school, what you should do is look for places that will, even if you go to a mega carrier and you under contract, you can look for places that will take you, that will have what is called tuition reimbursement, okay? Whether they will pay your tuition off for you, so you're not obligated for the contract. you're not obligated for that contract. But coming in this, these people just want a fair pay. A fair pay. That's it. You need people. You cannot run a company without drivers. But then when they come out here, you want to pay them the bare minimum, $250 a week. You make more than that at McDonald's. Stop working for these people that are paying you stop working for these people that are not paying you any money. There are a lot of companies out here, and go to companies that are going to pay you your worth. It's sad. And then we can't get out of poverty. We can't get out of trying to make a better living. We can't get out of, and people are living from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. And they got in this industry. Not only are they away from their families, not only did they make the sacrifice to come in the industry, but you gonna put them on a truck with somebody else that they don't even know and make $250 a week. That is crazy to me. That is crazy. That's why I have to get off. I have to complete this so I can do what I need to do behind the scenes. There's another story that came out today, y'all. There's another story that came out today that a driver was shot in his truck. A driver was shot in his truck filling out his law paperwork. You know, that's another balance against the truck driver that is out here working, trying to do what they need to do. And I read it. It's on CDL Life, so you can check it out on CDL Life. But the driver was filling out. They didn't kill him. He was in the hospital, but the driver was sitting filling out the log sheet and got shot. There is an increase of balance against truck drivers out here in the industry. We don't want people to feel like they can just do any and everything. We want people to know that if you commit a crime against a driver, you are going to suffer the maximum penalties possible by the law, so that you will not be out here doing this. We're out here 24 hours. We sleep in truck stops. You know, we're trying to deliver your goods so that people can have food on their table, so they can have the cars that they drive, so they can build the houses that they want to build, so you can have the comforts of living. And drivers are getting shot out here. They getting beat up out here. You got to worry about even parking at the truck stop, because a person could get robbed or they can get shot. We can't even go to sleep in peace without worrying about is somebody going to break in our truck. And then when they do catch the person that either committed a crime or whatever the case may be, they don't get the maximum sentence. They are getting off on lenient sentences. We got to make a difference, y'all. We got to, even if we, for the future people that are getting in this industry, and that change starts with us. That change starts with you and I. You know, because people that are paying a lot of money, you know, these big name time groups and people that get these corporate sponsorships and money from these corporations and everything like that, are not doing anything to really handle the issue. When Celadon, let me tell y'all something. I don't know if you just don't pay attention to a lot of things that happen behind the scenes of what's going on in this industry. But let me tell you something. When Celadon closed, right? When Celadon closed, And we were sitting up here warning drivers that Celadon is going to close. Y'all not going to have a job. Make sure you got fuel in your truck. Make sure you're able to get home. Make sure, you're carrying around some extra money and all this kind of stuff. When we, as driver to driver, when we were sitting out there telling people that they need to be prepared because this company is going under and you don't know when it is that they're going to cut the cars off or shut the doors or whatever, you're not going to get any kind of notice when they do that, right? What these groups that get paid by corporate sponsors was doing? They was making statements saying that it's just a rumor. Don't believe what you hear. Continue business as usual. People that get these donations and all corporate sponsorships and all that kind of stuff, they're for the company. They're not for you. They're not for you. So it was no warning of saying, nobody called and say, is this happening? What's going on? No, the statement that comes out is just a rumor. Nobody should panic. They're not going out of business. All these lies that they're telling you when they know good and well that they was going out of business. Just want to leave you in the dark about everything. And it's so much how money can, make people just, it's crazy, y'all. You just have no idea how much money is being pulled in by corporations to make them look like in a good light. And the ones that are suffering the most are the ones that are behind the wheel of the truck and it's delivering this freight each and every day. These are the people that are just lower the totem pole. We don't even have a seat at the table. That's why when I went up there to the FMCSA and they were talking about making rules and doing the laws and sitting and looking at different things about workplace violence and all this kind of stuff, the only thing about that is when they do put a law or a group or a focus group together to talk about these issues and things like that and really focus on what's going on in the training fleets and what's going on out here as far as balance to truckers and all that kind of stuff. Guess who ain't at the table? It ain't people like you and I. It's people that sit at the table that receive the money from the companies. That's who sits at the table. And it's like, you talk about a driver shortage and you can't get people to work for you and you can't get people to do this or you can't get people to do that. Who wants to come out here in this industry and sign a $7,000 contract that if you don't fulfill will go on your credit report? They will call you and harass you for that money, but they want to pay you $200, $300 a week. They want to put you on a truck with somebody that you don't even know to travel God knows where you stuck in the snow, stuck here, stuck there, and you and your partner don't even have a year experience put together, okay? Y'all going through y'all first winter together in the truck. Don't one person know more than the other person. And then not on top of that, to just, put sugar on top, you just gonna pay them whatever. But you want them to be safe. You want them to be safe. You want them to deliver your freight on time. You want them to go wherever you just want them to. You just go here, do this, do that. And they can't even afford to eat for the week. Like they not supposed to have no responsibilities. They not supposed to have no house. They're not supposed to have no kids to take care of at home. They're not supposed to have nothing, the bills to take care of at home. They're not supposed to have none of that. Nobody sit there and say, you know what? Such and such only make. Why is this driver only making $250 a week? Where are the driver advisory boards? And the driver advisory board is only as good as if you listen to it. There's no use of having a driver advisory board if you're not going to make changes and listen to the drivers. We deserve a seat at the table. We deserve, as drivers, stop having all these corporate people have all these meetings and stuff that really don't do anything but just sit and talk about nothing. Don't make no kind of changes. Just wasting money and not putting it back into the drivers, not giving them increases, not making sure they have the bare minimum to be out here to perform their job duties where they need to. And let them know you don't have to be afraid. This is not slavery, okay? You can leave. You got your license, you can go at any time. Now, you may have a little problem trying to get hired somewhere because they don't want that smoke. You know, some companies don't want that. They don't want to be sued because they think that you are recruiting their drivers from their company or whatever the case may be, and they're under contract. Some companies don't care. You know, it's not that you're recruiting the driver. The driver is wanting to leave. They seeking you out. That you seeking them out. The driver want to leave. Who want to stay there and be on truck with somebody they don't know that may be unsafe, putting up with God knows what, and making $200-300 a week? Who wants to put up with that? Nobody. So it's not that companies are actively going after these students or these people in contracts. They want to leave your company because they're not getting paid. And you think let me tell you, I got on the sweater, y'all. It's 60 degrees. I'm here down here in Texas. Okay. Do you think, honestly, if you came in the industry and someone charged you $7,000, right, to go to school, and you're going to drive and all your hotel, that's all included, your hotel fee, all that kind of stuff, you ain't getting nothing free out here. That's $7,000 and they going to forgive it after 12 months. You know how much money you done made them in 12 months? Do you have any clue? That truck with two people on that truck could generate an income of up to $10,000, and you getting $250. Should have been gone. I know why they told you to call me. That's where most of my people come from. They come from referrals. They come from call Miss Diva, call Miss Diva, call Miss Diva. That's where they come from. Because it's such a need of people that's in these situations that's not making any money at all. At all. And they want to do this. They want this to work. They want to be successful. And we're setting them up for failure right out the door because we're not paying them nothing. That's why the turnaround is so high. You done left a good job, okay? You done left a good job thinking that you're going to come in the trucking industry and make money and maybe increase. So, because there are good paying jobs in this industry. They are. The only thing about it is you got to get your experience to get them. They just not straight up out the door, a lot of them. We just got to do better. Like, you know, we got to do better. We got to be able to fight against these things that are happening, because if we don't fight against it, it's going to continue to happen. But I do want to let you know that you are valuable as a driver. You are valuable, and don't let nobody undervalue what you bring to the table. What you bring to the table as a driver, you bring a safe record. You bring no violations. You bring no tickets. You bring no accidents. You bring nothing. People pay for that. People pay for that. And it's sad that some companies will rather pay out money in lawsuits than they would to pay their drivers. You'll rather pay your attorneys millions of dollars in lawsuit money instead of doing the right thing by doing right by your driver and paying your driver. It's sad, y'all. It's sad. It's sad. But that's what I wanted to come and talk to you all about, y'all. It's about making change. It's about when we know better, we do better. Okay? And if I use my platform for anything, it's going to be to help educate the rookie drivers that come in this industry that think that they have to tolerate and put up with things like that, because you don't. It's so much opportunity out here in this industry, and the only thing that is holding you back is your experience. Because what will happen is they try to keep you there. No, I don't recruit for Stevens. They try to keep you there, and hopefully you'll start getting incidents, back-end incidents, different stuff, so they can put on your record. They can hold you by putting stuff on your record. So the more stuff that they can put on your record, then, it limits where you can go. And then you have to wait, 3 years or whatever the case may be before you can even move anywhere. So you locked in. Do I like U.S. Express? Trucker Rob. Yes, I do. I have U.S. Express as a company. I like U.S. Express because of the different runs that they have. They have a good variety of runs. They have a lot of the warehouses, like they got some Walmarts, they got some Targets, they got a lot of dedicated positions. So those are companies that are good, that will be able, like I tell people, if they're looking to go into something local or in their area, first of all, I'm gonna tell you to look what's around you. Like, notice if there is a warehouse in your area. For example, in Roberts, Louisiana, right? You got a Walmart down there, right? So does U.S. Express have a school in Florida? I think they do. Don't quote me. I have to look, but I think they do. I can't hire them for school. I can't hire them for students. I can only hire like experienced drivers for U.S. Express. Who do I have? Where's my laptop? I can tell y'all who I got. If I can find my laptop, yeah, I got it. Right. Oh, and that's what I'll do. I start talking about the companies that I have and what kind of interested in lease purchase with U.S. Express. They give some good bonuses too. Sign-on bonuses. At least they was. Hold on, let me tell you what I got. Waiting on my laptop to come up, y'all. Get ready, everybody get ready for the truck show. It's gonna be in March. The last week of March. Get ready to go to Louisville, Kentucky for the truck show. I will be there with Trucker Tools, okay? On stage again. Come check me out. Waiting on my computer. Let's go over jobs. Y'all want to go over jobs? Let's see. I'm a lease driver. Jesse, how you like being leased at U.S. Express? All right. Okay. I have the companies that I have is Arnold Transportation. You got to have 1 year for Arnold. Arnold Transportation. You have to have 1 year for Arnold. Averett. You have to have 4 months for Averett Express. Bar None. I love Bar None. 1 year OTR in the last 3 years. Bar None is a good company for company drivers with hazmat, things like that. They are one of the highest paid companies out there, which is bar none. You do have to have 1 year OTR experience, okay? And you have to live in a certain area for bar none. Bay and Bay, 1 year. You got to have 1 year experience. Let me see. Black Horse Carriers. I like Black Horse Carriers. They're one of my highest paying company position jobs as well. You have to have 18 months to work at Black Horse Carriers within the last 2 years. They make about, I want to say Black Horse makes about 15, 17. Some of theirs, they go home every day. But the only thing with them is they are unload. You gotta what do they call it? Driver assist, is that what it is? Where you have to unload the truck or something. But they do make good money as a company driver. You can find local positions at Black Horse Carriers. It's really good. Cal Cartridge. Cal Cartridge is one of my port positions. You got to have 13 months to work at Cal Cartridge, okay? They usually hire for the port, like, you have to have your hazmat and you have to have your twig to work there. But they usually do, like, the ports, okay? And they make pretty good money. They hire, like, owner-operators that got their own trucks. Cardinal Logistics, you get dedicated with Cardinal. They have dedicated accounts. Like, for example, one of their accounts is in South Haven, Mississippi. And also, they take owner operators as well. So you can take a truck over there. You got to have at least 9 months for Cardinal, okay? CFI, I have them as if you have your license. Yeah. Trucker AJ, you right. Smaller carriers, they do pay a little bit more. CFI is a good company. I don't get a lot of complaints from CFI. You do have to have your license to go to CFI. You don't have to have experience, but they are taking drivers with their license with no experience. They will put you through training, and also they offer tuition reimbursement. So if you have outstanding tuition, they may offer tuition assistance. Okay, you have to call and check on a tuition assistance program. I like CFI. I get a lot of people that go there that don't complain, but they are, to be honest, like one of your starter companies. The only thing I don't too much like about it is the pay, but they're a good company to work for, okay? A lot of people go to CFI, especially starting off to get their training, okay? They tell me that CFI's training is better than a lot of other people's training, okay? I rarely get complaints. I don't get any complaints from CFI. Anybody that I sent over there, I haven't got any complaints. The only complaint that I get is just the pay is a little bit low. But to be honest, they start off just like anybody else as far as pay, about 38 cents a mile. So they right there with Swift. DHE, Dependable Highway Express, you got to have 6 months for that. Dollar General. Dollar General is an account that you do have unloading. They make over $1,000 a week, 6 months experience. But the only thing about them, you're going to have multiple stops and you're going to have to unload. So if you want to stay in shape, if you want to stay fit or whatever the case may be, and you don't mind jumping in the back of that truck and using that thing to roll them boxes down or whatever the case may be, Dollar General's the place. If you young and active and all that kind of stuff, Dollar General. And you can get an account that is right there in your area. So you can either go home every day, every other day, or on the weekends, or whatever the case may be, okay? It's going to be just right there in your area. 6 months experience. Apps. Apps, you have to have 1 year within the last 3 years, okay? STs, I like STs. I got to get a little bit more into STs because they got some great accounts as well. But you got to have 2 years to go to STs, okay? And I think they require you to have doubles and triples to go to STs. They do take convicted felons if it's over 7 years old. To go to STs, they pay really well, but you have to have your hazmat, tankers, and doubles to go over there, okay? So they do pay you for that, but you got to have your hazmat, your tankers, and your doubles to go to STs. EW Wallet, you got to have 6 months within the last 3 years. Fisher Brother Trucking, that's like a flatbed trucking. You got to have 2 years to go to them. They pay about 2 to 4 years. They pay 52 cents a mile. 53 cents a mile if you got over 5 years. They got something that's called knuckle boom drivers that get a flat salary of $1,400 a week depending on experience, but they just do flatbed, okay? The name of that company is Fisher Brothers. I have Pirelli Transportation. You have to have 1 year in the last 3 years. I also have Heartland Express, 6 months. Hogan, you got to have 6 months for Hogan. J&R Sugar, 6 months for them. I think they was changing a lease program or something. I think they was going to stop the lease. Pam, I got them on hold for students right now. They are overwhelmed with students, so I can't hire any students until March. What did I stop? Heartland, Hogan, J&R Sugar. I got JB Hunt, 3 months experience. JB Hunt takes owner operators. I got Cook, which is 1 year of experience. London County, which is 1 year experience, LCT. Mason Valley Transport, you got to have 6 months experience for that. Metropolitan Trucking, 6 months. National Carrier, 6 months. PNS, you got to have 1 year. Pam Transport, 3 months. Pride Transport, 6 months. Quality Carriers, that's my tanker company. You got to have 1 year experience with them. Sharkey, I love Sharkey. Sharkey is great company. They don't want to offer your free benefits, and they also have their company drivers. You could choose to opt out of the benefits for more pay if you like, or you can choose to do percentage. So they do percentage as well as company drivers at Sharkey, okay? Sharkey, I think, has drive-in. I think they got flatbed over there at Sharkey. But Sharkey is more like a Midwest company, okay? But you have to have 6 months to go to Sharkey. They pay pretty good. Smith Transport, people love Smith Transport. You got to have 1 year experience to go to it. They got a good account over there. I think it's called like the Walmart account, where everybody's getting paid really good money over there. But the other pay, I'm not too thrilled about that. Stroughton, 2 years in the last 3 years. Swift, y'all know I got Swift. Swift takes that's my only school that I have right now. System Transport, 6 months and 8 months. TransUnited, that's my heavy haul, flatbed, oversized, specialized, all that. That's TransUnited. That's my flatbed. You gotta have 2 years verifiable. They're gonna pay the most in flatbed. Specialized, that big stuff that you haul down the highway. You gotta have 3 years tractor trailer experience for that. But I think they do train you. Transport America, U.S. Express, you gotta have 3 months. I can hire 3 months. Western Flyer Express, you gotta have a year to go to Western. I don't have Creek. Western Flyer Express, you gotta have a year to go. People get Western Flyer Express mixed up with Western Express. Child, Western Flyer Express is a whole lot different from Western Express, okay? Western Flyer Express is where you got them big W9s. They got flatbed. They also have the Sandbox out there. That's my oil field company that I go to. They're a pretty good company. They got a route that they got, which is I-40 and below, okay? So that means that you don't travel no further north than I-40. So all the people that like to stay south, they got a route that is I-40 and below. And Wallace Sanders, 6 months experience. So my companies change somewhat. Some of them stay the same. Some of them, when they get filled, then they'll take them off and then they add new companies or whatever the case may be. But that's pretty much the gist of it. And y'all know my company, LTI. LTI, you got to have a year. Now, I got to get some information on we got a new account where and it's over the road, okay? So usually we are a regional company, but this new account is called a beacon account or something like that. And they do over the road. And I think they're looking for like some teams because they got some dedicated positions. Like they got a route right now going from Oklahoma to California and back. That's all you do. So, but I got to get some more information about it. It's pretty much new. You keep the same trailer. You don't trade trailers. So, and then we do quad graphics over here. KLLM don't school. I thought KLLM got school. They got the colleges. But they got the colleges. I'm trying to shadow somebody with their driving school to see what it takes to open up a driving school. Because what I want to do, if y'all haven't heard about the jails in Mississippi where all the rappers and all that kind of stuff have been coming down to Jackson, Mississippi to talk about parchment, the treatment of the jail facilities in Mississippi, about how people are dying in jail. And I want to do a panel. Yeah, Parchment Prison, you're right. So I want to do a panel and see if people will be interested in supporting a boot camp, a truck driving boot camp for non-violent offenders. And what I want is for the staff to be maybe ex-correctional officers and allow people to get their slate wiped clean. Like if you finish the program and you get out here and you safe driver for like 1 year or whatever the case may be, and you go through the program, then they could forgive your record. And this will only apply for nonviolent offenders. And I think it will alleviate some of the overcrowding in the jail and also give people an opportunity to have a career. You remember a long time ago, like when you got in trouble, when people got in trouble, they will offer you to either go to jail or you could go into the Army. Okay, so this would be something like that. If it was a first time offense or something like that, or if it was a nonviolent crime or something like that, then you will be eligible to go to the boot camp, and we will teach you how to get your CDL and drive out here on the road. And if you And if you complete the program and you complete a year of driving with no incidents, no tickets, and no problems, no disciplinary problems, then you are eligible to get your slate wiped clean. You know. So I got to shadow somebody to figure out, if I can get that program up and going. Let me see if I can get that program up and going, because I think it's a well-needed program. And how about JB pay? You want to know how much JB Hunt pays? Okay, JB Hunt. All right. JB Hunt has so many different outlets. Like, they got DCS, they got truckload, they got intermodal, they got final mile, they got let me see if I get what final mile pays. Intermodal, let me see what they pay. Intermodal Chicago region has a $1,000 sign-on bonus. They get paid. You can have 6 months experience. You could work intermodal in Chicago, and they get paid anywhere between $48,000 to $58,000 a year. You work 2,200 miles, and you only go to drivers with 2 years experience start at 42 cents a mile. 3 to 4 years at 44 cents a mile. You also get detention after an hour and a half. You get some kind of rail delay pay. You get extra stop pay. You get live stop pay of $30. So you can really make some money. You have the potential to make $65,000 at the rail yard in Chicago if you go through JB Hunt. You will have off up to 48 hours a week, and you could work you could be off Tuesday and Wednesday, Friday and Saturday, Sunday and Monday, or whatever the case may be. Let me see. Truckload. If you have a year experience, they pay 40 cents a mile. 3 years, 41 cents a mile. Let's see. New drivers. They have something here that they pay 48 cents a mile. New drivers with 3 years experience get paid 50 cents a mile. So, yeah. I guess it just depends on what area that you're running. Like, if you're running, they got something like you run west 14 on and 2 days off. So they got pay for that. It just depends on what area that you run into, what the pay starts off at. What else? Can I hire students for PAM after March 1st? My brother wants to go. It says, give me 1 second. What does it tell me? Pam, there's a hold on hiring outside students training until March. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't go to Pam, okay? Don't let me tell you that. You can go to Pam as a as a trainee or student. It's just that me as an independent contractor, I can't hire for them until March, because I guess they feel they gotta feel. No walkaway lease. Somebody else is not a walkaway lease anymore. Who was that I got a memo on? Said no walkaway lease. Was it Western Flyer? I got a memo on somebody that says that their lease is not. No, it must have been JB Hunt. It may be JB Hunt. But don't JB Hunt got tail? Western Flyer Express. Okay. Total revenue. If you a lease driver, right? Let's do the lease driver calculations. Okay. If you want to work at Western Flyer Express, and you work 3,000 miles a week, right? You get paid $1.35 a mile, right? And it says times 150. So your gross revenue for Western Flyer Express on 3,000 miles will be $4,270 right? So they have a variable truck payment of 23 cents per mile, 12 cents per mile for the warranty. So you minus with the insurance and the truck payment and the warranty and all that kind of stuff, you're going to take away $13.45, right? So then you got fuel. Now, if your truck averages 7 miles per gallon and you use 428.6 gallons, and you get a fuel discount of $2.60 and off of 3,000 miles, that you're going to take away $1,114.29. So based on 3,000 miles, right, you should be bringing home $1,740.71 at Western Flyer Express. Okay. Your annual salary for a lease purchase driver should be bringing home $87,035.71. All right. Do y'all get that? All right. Because 3,000 miles, $1.35 a mile, $150, I guess, for the base of the truck payment. Well, no, $150 for something. If you have a gross revenue of $4,200, you will bring home $1,700.40. Okay, that's the calculations on Western Flyer Express. They have a 3-state division where you can run. They have an independent contractor that can run 3-state division. You will be running Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, Kansas, Louisiana, Missouri, Arkansas. And you may go to Houston to Denver. So average length of haul is 650 miles, and you get home weekly for a minimum of a 34-hour reset. So that's kind of lease purchase operators, they always want you to stay out for long periods of time, but this right here, you could be an independent contractor doing a 3-state division, run right in this area, which is Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Louisiana, right in that area, and go home for a 34-hour reset, and still making what, $1.35 a mile, and still get your miles and get home every week. They got that. They got flatbed. What is a flatbed doing for owner operators? Flatbed. Flatbed, is that company? Company driver, flatbed. Flatbed company drivers make 45 cents a mile. They get TARP pay of $75. Lease operator flatbed is $1.17 plus the fuel surcharge. It says that flatbed drivers bring home about $1,600 to $2,200 a week. That's not bad. That's why I like Western Flyer. But don't go over there thinking that they're going to guarantee you a W-9, okay? People have been calling me saying, Miss Timmer, I want to go to Western Flyer Express, but I want the W-9. I cannot guarantee you a W-9 at Western Flyer. I do have some companies that do have straight box trucks. Drove CSI, good company, can't say anything bad. Right, Trucker AJ, everybody likes CFI. That's the go-to company. The only thing that if they raise their pay over there, they will be, good. But they a go-to company. CFI is a go-to company. But they do also require you to have, don't they require you to have your hazmat? After a while, they make you get your hazmat or something like that. And I'm working on companies. Who else? Let's look at Sharky. I like Sharky. Sharky is the one that pay for your benefits. See, this is what I like about Sharky. Sharky got drive-in opportunities, right? And you run Missouri to Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Ohio. So you stay in a certain area. Yeah, I don't recruit for CR England anymore. Let's see. They have Sharky has a drive-in, right? You can run Missouri to Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, Ohio. You get a $1,500 sign-on bonus. You get free family health insurance. You home every weekend. You get top cents per mile or percentage pay. Top performers make more. You only got to have 6 months experience, okay? What's the school board? I don't know. I don't have CR England no more. You can either run Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, Indiana, Wisconsin. You can run Rockford, Illinois, Cedar Rapids, Quincy, and Hannibal. So they're like in the Midwest. They got a guarantee on that run of $1,100 a week. They got home weekends. Sharky is going to get you home. If you in the Illinois, Wisconsin, Ohio, Iowa, Missouri area, Sharky will be my go-to if you got 6 months experience. They got 90% drop-in hook. They home 1 or 2 nights per week, plus weekends, okay? And you get paid over $1,000 a week. Movement between Egerton, Kansas, Midwest. They got a Midwest network lane. And you go between Egerton, Kansas, Cedar Rapids, Belvedere, Illinois, Galesburg, Illinois, Quincy, Illinois, Hannibal. You get free health care. You're home 1 or 2 nights a week, plus weekends. You're 90% drop-in hook. You can choose if you want percentage pay or cents per mile. I mean, and you only got to have 6 months experience. The pay is OTR home weekly program. You get paid 50 cents a mile. If you're on drive-in, 50 cents. If you're on tip control, 52 cents. That's reefer. If you're on flatbed, 54 cents. Home daily program, 42 cents or 27% of the revenue. I mean, what you want? If you go out there, you stay 13 to 15 days out, 3 days off, 53 cents a mile. Drive-in, 55 cents, temp control, 57 cents, flatbed, and that's with them providing the insurance, okay? So if you don't want the insurance, then you get 58 cents, 60 cent reefer, 62 cent flatbed. But you got to be out for 2 weeks, okay? But if you want to be home daily, you can make 47 cents. That's why I like Sharky. They got a terminal out of Quincy, Illinois. And they that's Sharky. Sharky is that company. J&M Sharky's a good company, y'all, because they only want 6 months experience. And you make it over 47 cents a mile. No, 1 year. Wait, does it say 6 months? Sharky. 6 months in the past year or 1 year in the past 3 years. Okay. Quality carriers. They got some good positions. That's tanker. So if you're interested in tanker positions. Sounds like a company I'll be looking. Angel, don't be looking into it. Y'all got me telling y'all about these good companies. Y'all better call me and let me look into it for you. Y'all got me sitting up here telling you about all my companies and stuff, and y'all gonna go look into it. Y'all better not look into it. You better fill out my application. Got me up here working. I get people all the time tell me, Deborah, y'all, you told me about this job. I went and applied. I'm over here working for them now. I said, well, why you ain't called me? I'm sitting up here giving you the information, telling you where the hot jobs at, where the money at, and y'all ain't even calling me for the money. Lord have mercy. Let me see. Thank you, Angel. I mean, I'm the recruiter. I'm sitting up here telling y'all about these jobs. Y'all gonna call the folks directly, huh? Let's see. What do quality got? They got lease purchase, they got company jobs. Quality got some jobs out of if you want to do tanker. Okay, they pay pretty good. I like they pay. I have no complaints about they pay. They pay pretty good. But they lease purchase now. You can't go over there if you owe child support. They very particular about their lease purchase. Okay. You could be a company driver over there, but you can't go over there and get lease purchase if you owe child support and all kinds of stuff. Okay. They require you to have your tanker, your hazmat, and you got to be willing to get your TWIC card. What else? I got a lot of dedicated stuff going on. I can find you a dedicated. It just takes me some time. Who do I have where you don't have to have a CDL? You can have. I got some Class B stuff too. Let me see. Where you don't have to have a CDL. Who is my company? My go-to. Cardinal got some jobs that you don't have to have a CDL. Cardinal, Avery got some. Avery had a good position down there in Texas, a team position. JB Hunt, yeah, JB Hunt got straight trucks. I got some. It's just I have to. I got spotter positions. What? I just got a message said, hey, Miss Timmer, do you know anyone that can give me and my cat a room or a couch for tonight? I am still in Chicago. Oh, Lord. Anybody in Chicago got a place somebody can stay for the night? Let me see. What time is it? 10:30. Lord, it's 10:30 at night. Daya Rose got some Class B and A positions. Yeah. Yeah, I got some straight truck positions. I got spotter positions. I just have to look for them. That's all. But that's just a little bit of what I have. Yeah, child, I recruit the yard jockeys. I don't care. Show up, child. You want local? Yeah, I got some spotter position too. I don't care. You want it, I got it, child. I don't care. It just take me a minute to look for it, but I find it. What you want? There it is. Ooh, there it is. But other than that, y'all, it's been an hour. You know, I like to come spend my time with you for an hour. My number is 800-620-9235. You can find my application. I do use Intel app. So you do not have to fill out no long application process. Baby, with my application, all you got to do is put your first name, last name, your social. You text yourself the code or whatever the case may be. and it's going to pre-fill it out every throughout the whole thing. So if you filled out an application at other places, it's going to already have all your information in there, so you don't even have to worry about typing in or remembering every company that you don't work for. Is automatically going to be in there for you. Okay, I'm hooked up with the real folks. Okay. I ain't that. I'm not that recruiter that's on the phone talking about what job did you work from 2008 to 2010. No, baby, everything is already pre in there. All you got to do is it'll say Miss Diva Trucker on the top of my application, and all your information will automatically pull up. I use Intella app, 10th Street. Y'all know what it is, and it automatically has your information. So one thing about me, why should you call me to be your recruiter? Number one is I will save you time from applying for companies that you may not qualify for. I will save you time from getting a whole lot of phone calls from different companies that you may not be interested in a position. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to sit and we're going to talk about what you want to do, what you're interested in, what you're looking for as far as pay is concerned, okay? And then I'm going to look for those jobs that you are interested in. Before I put the application in, we're going to agree that it's something that you want to apply for. So it cuts down all this I'm not interested, somebody calling you about a flatbed job and you want to do reefer, you a team and they don't offer team, you only got 3 months experience, they want 1 year experience. It cuts all of that out. I will only apply for positions that you qualify for. If you got a ticket, I need to know that. Can't put you over here. Bar none is kind of strict, okay? Western Flyer Express, they kind of strict, so I have to put you where, number one, it's a good fit for you. Number two is what you want as far as your home time, how often you want to get home and stuff like that. Number three, it's about your experience, what you got on your record and things like that. And it just cuts the process down, so you're not talking to 50 people about a job you don't want or interested in. Okay, let me help you. That's all I ask. Let me help you. If I can find you a good place that you like and you're interested, let me help you with that. If not, I'll let you know. I'll say, you know what, I apologize. I don't have anything like that. But at least I'll let you know up front. I'm not going to tell you, I had somebody call me and say, well, Miss Tamara, this person said that if I go to Western Fire Express, they're going to put me in a W-9. I'm telling you, okay, I recruit for them, and they do not guarantee you to be in a W-9. If they have one available when you're in orientation, that's another thing. So don't let people talk to you and tell you that they're going to guarantee you in a certain particular truck, okay? Because that's not how companies work. All right, if somebody is telling you that if you go to this company, you're going to get a brand new truck and you're going to get this and it's going to be this and it's going to have all the bells and whistles, get that recruiter to put it in writing for you, okay? So when you get the orientation, you can say, my recruiter told me that I was going to get a brand new 2020 Volvo 860 with the bells and whistles. She wrote it right here, okay? All right, she told me she did that. She sent me a letter saying this is what I qualify for, and that's all I want. Okay, but don't expect that I will never guarantee anybody a particular truck at whatever company you go to. Okay. With students, I like to set the expectations of what you're going to go through. A lot of people don't tell you that you're going to be gone away from home for two months, okay? A lot of people, you're not going to get paid. Things can happen where you don't pass your test and you'll be stuck there for an extra week. Some people are going to places that they don't even tell them that they don't even know that they're going to be teaming for forever and a day. Or they don't even know that they're going to be teaming for 5 months. You want to know that. You want to know if they're going to put an automatic restriction on your license, okay? That is another trap, Okay, now everybody's going to automatic restrictions so they can keep you at their company, so you won't go. A lot of smaller companies still have manual trucks. Okay, so they still have manual trucks. So but they pay more. You know, they may pay you more to be in a manual truck, and you can't go because you went to school for a company that's going to put that automatic restriction on your license. You know, um, you may have to stay, at a mega carrier, circle around mega carriers for that automatic restriction. Let me see. On February 17th, first time. Oh, yeah. Oliver, that name sound familiar. You done came to me. But, but yeah, as far as getting in the industry, I just like no restrictions here, and I went to England. Okay, but they do put restriction on your license at England. Some people get through it without having it on there. Yes, 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 yes. But yeah, just to set up the expectation on um, just to set up the expectations of what you need to expect, because you need to get Baker, you got lucky and left. Yeah, some people do get lucky and get through and test out an automatic restriction and don't get the automatic restriction put on their license. Y'all I got through it. Do I know a company called On Track in Texas? No. A friend of mine that has an academy called Global Trucking Academy. Right now, he is offering you to go to school for $1,900 down. He puts you in a hotel and trains you and everything, but it's out of Louisiana, and he does take people from out of state. But you do have to put like $1,900 down. So what I'm finding out about a truck driving school is that I can work with the workforce program, but the only thing about them, I think they don't pay for like a couple of months or something like that. But and he lets you pay, I think, $150 a month or whatever once you get your license and you're working. So you can pay $150 a month. But right now he's running like a special for $1,900, and he will put you in a hotel room and I guess get you to Louisiana, and you will get your training. And so it comes to sense. Yeah, you got to really watch that as far as going to companies, because a lot of the companies that pay more money, they have a limit on how many jobs that you can go to. So you may have to wait until some jobs fall off. So it's very important to watch, your companies that you go through when you get in the industry. And that's just doing the research and making sure that it's a company for you. Because if you go from company to company to company, and then all of a sudden you find a company that you really want to go to, you may can't get to that company because of the jobs that you have. I just go on the team. We need 2,000. Y'all need $2,000 a week each company. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Jeez. Okay. I'm sure it's something out there. I'm sure it's something out there. I don't know if I have. I can't lie to you. I don't know if I have anything that will pay you $2,000 a week, depending on what kind of experience you got. Each? Y'all want $2,000 a week each? Y'all must got some experience. I know y'all ain't. You said aim high. Let me think about that. Okay, as a company driver? Okay, all right. Woo, child, I ain't gonna lie to you, child. That's gonna be kind of hard. Okay? I know you said I set the bar high with $2,000. Woo, is that after taxes? Y'all kill me. Baby, you can't get that over those experienced drivers. You know what I mean? Experienced drivers know what's up. Yeah, but we gotta stop that, y'all. I mean, we gotta stop that, and we gotta get the information out that we should be letting our brothers and sisters out here on the highway working for $300-400 a week. Okay, if you find anybody at the truck stop and they looking depressed and sad and all this kind of stuff, ask them how much money they make. We can't let our drive. These our sisters and brothers on the highway. We can't have these folks out here making that kind of money. That's depressing. That is depressing. We can't do it. And if I gotta take them one by one, that's just what I'm gonna have to do. Clean record, MBR, DAC, clean. Let's go. I'm learning. I still using my 1 gallon of always and my blood pressure. Yeah. We can't. I mean, y'all. The only way that this industry is going to change is going to have to be with us. Cause ain't nobody who's sitting at the table saying, you know what? I think we should give them some more money. Nobody. Everybody want to keep the money in their pocket. They don't want to give us nothing. We gonna have to start demanding. Look, you gonna have to come up out of here for something. You gonna have to come up out your pocket for something. Stop. I know you make more as a CNA. You make more at McDonald's, and they give you an education. They said McDonald's sending folks to school now. LTL that falls short of 2,000. Yeah, that's where the money at. Going and if you want to unload and stuff like that, you can make pretty good. Be home. You can find a comfortable living out here on the road and make your money and pay your bills and enjoy your life and be with your family. You can do that. You can do that. All it takes is just getting you a little bit of experience. I just hate that people are getting taken so advantage of just because they getting in the industry. These people be taking advantage, man. I wish I could make $10,000 a week and pay each one of my drivers $250. Who gonna run my truck for me? Anybody? Y'all signing up for that? Yeah, people can make more doing Uber than to be coming out here as a truck driver. And it's that our industry is so dangerous, especially doing the pimping ain't easy. And see, they be psyching us up, putting us up in brand new trucks and automatic. They give you a microwave and a refrigerator and all this kind of stuff. And y'all be like, ooh, I got it going on. I got a brand new truck. I got a microwave. I got some satellite. I got all this kind of stuff. Look where all your money going to. It's going to the refrigerator. We got to stop this foolishness. Ain't no way. Can't be coming out here making that kind of money. No, I'm glad she called me, baby. Call me, Miss Tim. I'm making $200. You ain't got to tell. When she said $250, I was like, baby, you ain't got to tell me no more. I'm finna send you my application right now. As soon as I get it back, I'm finna work on this. As soon as I get it back, we finna work on this and get you up out of there. She said, Miss Timmer, I've been stuck in the snow 3 times and we stuck over here in Colorado. And I said, baby, don't even, don't, I said, how much? 3 months? I said, you driving by yourself? No. You mean to tell me you got somebody else on the truck too? It's 2 of y'all on the truck and you making $250. Where? Why they doing that? See? It's 2 of y'all. And my co-driver too. Get a co-driver application too. It's time to go. Let's go. We ain't got time for this. Ain't nobody got time for that. Who's finna be sitting up there every Friday getting $300 a week? Who? No, not on my watch. When we know better, we do better. And baby, I know better. We going to make some money. We ain't got time to be sitting around running up and down Colorado and Wyoming and shut down and slipping and sliding in the snow and all this kind of stuff, and then rushing you trying to be on time for your delivery, and you got a nerve to give me $300 a week. You got to be Ripley, Ripley, you make more than that, don't you? Don't you? You make more than $300 a week, huh? Ripley be getting mad because I be waking them up. But other than that, y'all, I wanted to just come to y'all and tell y'all that those are some of the things. And see, it's frustrating to me because, it's frustrating to me because, um, I feel like I'm limited in this truck because I'm sitting here and I'm so busy running up and down the highway, and I really need to focus on other things, and it's really eating me, it's eating at me, it's getting to me, because I could be doing so many other things. And you ever feel like you not growing? I'm feeling like I'm not growing, and I got so many ideas in my head that I want to do, and there's so many things that I need to work on, and I can't do it because I gotta deliver this load. I gotta, stuff like that, and I'm just getting kind of frustrated. But it's coming soon. I had to take care of some things, some unexpected things that came up, and I had to take care of that. But it's a work in progress, and I'm working on it. So that's all I could do for right now. And what else? Got somebody, they want me to start a team to do some brokering and with Landstar, and I can't do it. I can't right now. I can't. They want me to build a team, get some agents. We start brokering, working in the office, and I can't I can't focus on it. I can't do what I really want to do because I'm obligated to pay this truck. This is the goal. The goal is to pay the truck off. So we got to get through with one goal before we can move on to something else. And I've been delayed a little bit. I was supposed to have the truck paid off by, my first goal was the end of the year. Then I was going to have it by the end of January, but I had to go home, and Lord, I spent like, woo, 7,000-8,000 just in 1 week. Girl, I was so happy to get back on the road. I didn't know what to do. And Biloxi, I had to get lights on, man, stuff, take care of a funeral. All this stuff is unexpected, and what can you do? You got to do what you got to do. So it's just taking a little bit. Yeah, and I'm still doing I'm filming. I'm supposed to be filming, but Dana asked could she come to the funeral down there with my family, because she was supposed to come to Biloxi and film, me helping get man in his apartment, and me going back home and with my mom and all that kind of stuff, and the funeral happened, the death of my niece happened, and I just told her no. I was like, no, this wouldn't be the time to come. You're supposed to it's supposed to be about my real life. It's supposed to be about my ups and downs in trucking, but I just didn't feel comfortable of having a film crew at a funeral. So I didn't think that would be appropriate to have a film crew at my niece's funeral. But she probably will be there at the truck show with me. And yeah, Landstar, I'm supposed to be trying to be on a team or something. But we're trying to get a team together to broker and teach people how to be agents and all kinds of stuff. But I can't focus on it right now. Ain't nothing I can do. My goal right now is to work and pay this truck off and build my money. And that's all I can do right now. Thank you so much. Nieces are like daughters. You right. That was my baby. Do you know the baby daddy came and got the 2-year-old child, showed up with the police and got the 2-year-old? So I gotta spend money to go to court to take him to court to get the 2-year-old back. How you gonna come get a 2-year-old? You ain't even got no job. Ain't even got a place to stay. And you on drugs. Child, I don't See, they trying to take her for a check. I already know what time it is, but I gotta do it the right way. I can't just act a fool. And I wanted to put her on a truck with me. Something told me, Tamara, take Brooklyn with you and put her on a truck with you. But I didn't know the insurance policies and all that kind of stuff about having a 2-year-old. And then if I took her on a truck with me, and then he would have showed up to pick her up with the police, and Brooklyn wasn't there, she was on a truck with me, they would have sent out a warrant for my arrest for kidnapping. But I just keep telling, yeah, I just keep telling myself, he just babysitting or whatever the case may be. I'm waiting on the attorney to call me back on Monday. And I'm waiting on the attorney to call me back on Monday. There's already an open CPS case going on right now with them anyway. So, if CPS put that child in his custody, I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm just trying to do it the right way. And I know the right way is going through the legal system and with the attorney and letting him handle it and all that kind of stuff. And it's just patient. Yeah, they're gonna drug test him. Soon they drug test him, he gonna come up positive. Him and the mama gonna come up positive. So they he can't pass the drug test. So how you gonna give a 2-year-old baby? Y'all saw how cute Brooklyn is. That baby is so sweet. She don't be crying or nothing. She sleep all day, and I just can't let it go down like that. My niece would never ever want her to and it's like, fathers got rights and all this kind of stuff. But if you want to be a father to your child, you, one, stay out of jail. 2, you will not be on drugs. 3, you will provide a place for your child to be. 4, you will have a job. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna take a child out the home because you want to get a check? You thinking you finna get some sort of check, and it ain't finna happen. It ain't gonna go down on my watch. So, I just have to go through the process and go into court, and it's gonna be an easy process. He ain't got no lawyer money. He ain't got no money to go to court. Not with me. So it's just like one thing after another. The boys is fine. We done already talked. Darian dad, I don't know what his dad is. Okay. And Tristan dad, he's cool. We talked to him about, the boys staying together or whatever the case may be. No, it ain't a rumor, child. No, it ain't no rumor. That's facts. That ain't no rumor. But no, I mean, if you wasn't there when, and the only way that a person can come pick up a child is if their name is on the birth certificate. So and this happened to me before. I had a person that I was dating, and the mother was in jail, right? And the son was living with the grandmother. And when the mother got out of jail, she wasn't able to take care of the son. So she called and asked if he could come out there and get the son. And I was like, no problem, fly him out and he'll go get the son, and we'll keep him for a while until you get on your feet and you okay, and get back on your feet, So he flew out there to Vegas to pick up the child and everything. Child got on the airplane and came back home. We kept that child for about almost a year. And not almost a year. We kept that child for, I want to say about 6 months or whatever the case may be, until she found out that she was no longer going to get food stamps and child support for the child. Then she called the sheriff department and showed up at my door, child, to get her child. When the food stamps and the child support check stopped. So she wanted food stamps and child support while the child was staying with us. So when that stopped, and the child support stopped, she showed up to the door with her parole officer let her leave the state, child. She showed up to my door with the police officer and had a birth certificate and showed the police officer that his name was not on the birth certificate. So he had no rights. You talking about a hurtful thing? That was the most hurtful thing, that he been taking care of this child all this time. And she said that he was not the baby daddy and his name ain't even on the birth certificate. And they swooped him up right on out the house. Swooped him up right on out the house. When the food stamp stopped and that check stopped, she was like, but you done had them. And then this the thing is, I had to take her to court. And the reason why I took her to court is because she was in jail for 7 years, okay? She was in jail for 7 years. And the child support money was going to, guess where the child support money was going to? The Department of Corrections of Nevada, okay? Where she was in jail. That's where they were paying child support. So I did some checking and I got a lawyer and I was like, why you can't, because I can't be with nobody, you don't have no relationship with your child. I'm like, well, why you ain't got no relationship with your child? I don't know where my child at. I said, are you paying child support? Yeah, I'm paying child support. I said, well, if you paying child support, you know where your child at, because your child, if you send them the check got an address to where the child support going to, so we can find out where the child support going to. So I did a little searching or whatever the case may be, found out the child support was going to the jail. How you paying child support to jail? The child wasn't even getting the money for the child support. So what I had to do was I took her to court. Had her go to court, and I had her pay all the money back to him for all the times that he paid child support and it went to the jail and it never did go to the son. So I made her pay all that money back. So what they did was I got a judgment against her, and I got a judgment against her, and they took her income tax check. And he was like, Tim. I said, huh? He said, I got a check here. And I was like, for what? He was like, it's like $5,000. He said, you know what this is for? I said, yeah. I said, that's for your baby mama for you paying child support all the many years, and she was in jail. So I got that money back for you. Girl, I would take folks to court like it was nothing. Ain't lost a case. Supposed to be getting over. How you gonna pay some child support in jail? So, but this ain't the first time, it bothers me a little bit, but I just have to keep focused and know that, I gotta handle it the right way. And that's the right way is through the court. Okay, I can't show up at their house and do all this kind of crazy stuff and all that kind of stuff. I just have to handle it through the court. Oh yeah, I was sure. I had a friend, let me tell you something. I have a friend, he passed away now, but his name was Eric. And Eric, every time Eric got in trouble, he called me. He said, Tamara, come get me. I would go get him out of jail or whatever the case may be. I would have to go testify for him. I would have to go testify for him and tell the judge how people thought I was a lawyer, but I wasn't. I was just a regular person. And I would go in court and testify, tell how good a person it was and how they made a mistake and they would never do it again and all this kind of stuff. Child, I was something else. That was my friend. He used to take up for me though all the time. He took up for me anything I needed or whatever. I had got into it one time. I had to move when I came out of the army. I went to the army, right? And I came home from the army. I ain't no veteran or nothing like that, child. I was in the army for about, I want to say a month. I didn't even make it past reception, okay? I fell out. I didn't even make it past reception. They tried to make me do that 3-mile run or whatever the case may be, and I fell out right there on the floor. And I told I ain't getting up, take me to the hospital, I want to go home. I'm through with trying to be in the army. I ain't want to do that no more. So I came home, girl, and my boyfriend had found, let me see, it's Global Trucking Academy. Look up Global Trucking Academy. I came home and I was in the oven. I came home and my boyfriend at the time, girl, he had found somebody else or whatever the case may be. So I had to move, right? So I was like scared to move and scared to get my stuff or whatever. And he was like, and I called Eric. Eric stayed in New Orleans. You know, New Orleans people don't play. So I always had people take up for me. And I called Eric. I said, Eric, I said, I got to get my stuff out this man's house. I said, and I'm afraid he going to come home or say something or whatever the case may be. And all this kind of stuff. And he said, T. He said, he used to call me T. He said, T. He said, all I need is some gas money and a 6-pack of beer. He said, we finna go get your stuff about that house. And I was like, okay. So I sent him some gas money. He came over. I got a U-Haul or whatever. He went up in that house. He was just pulling stuff out the house, getting the bed and all this kind of stuff. And then the guy came home and he was like, what y'all, he said, man, what y'all doing? Like that, Eric said, man, what it look like I'm doing? I'm getting all her stuff out here. And man, if I was you, I'd get out the way. And I don't want no problems. I was like, I always kept me some friends around that had my back. Like I told y'all, I ain't never had to fight. I always had friends that took up for me. I ain't never had to fight, child. Cause I was good. I would get them out of trouble. Like, you know, if they was whatever, I always had bail money for anybody with the jail. I always had bail money for them, you know, so they appreciate stuff like that. So if I got in any kind of situation or whatever the case may be, man, they showed up like it wasn't nothing. They wasn't scared of nothing. So, but that was back in the day. What else I was gonna tell y'all? But yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. That's what I'm dealing with. Tell all my little business, child. And people tell me you should write I should write a book of everything that I've been to. But yeah, I used to be the one, like, you know, in Pensacola, I used to be the one, I was like the books person. You know, I kept books and stuff, kept everybody receipts and books and all that kind of stuff. And man, people watched out for me. They took up for me. How long are your apps good for? 90 days? They're good forever. I mean, it always stay there. So, you know, my apps are password protected. I'm the only person that can get in my application. You got to have my password to get into it. But other than that, I just enjoy talking to y'all. I ain't got nobody to talk to. I don't have nobody to talk to. So I just come on and I enjoy talking to y'all at night or whatever the case may be. I hope y'all enjoy listening to me. Till I find something else to talk about. How about y'all? I told y'all we just had Wanty's funeral last week. How about the night that I was getting ready to leave, the night before, how about they done call my mom and told her brother died? So she just came back from Beaumont, Texas today with her brother's funeral. But he was 94 years old, you know, so, you know, she was able to go over there and her, my mom would be having people drive her around. My mom be having people drive her around. But I just got to fight for Brooklyn because, you know, it's like I feel like I'm the only person that can fight for her. And I feel like, you know, the kids is in the best situation for the kids is to be with their grandfather, which is Yawaski, Monty dad. And, you know, because he has a house, he works, you know, and he's in a better financial place to take care of them 3 kids, you know. And I just applaud him for even being there for them, you know. So it's just that I gotta fight for Brooklyn because, you know, I gotta fight for her. I know it's gonna take some time, but I just gotta do it because I just can't see myself letting I just can't see CPS letting a child stay with somebody that's on drugs. I really can't. I didn't see the Gail thing. I met you. I saw like glimpse of it, but I didn't. I know it's something to do with Kobe. So that's why it's important for me to try to come off the boat too, because I wanna be there. Like it was Wanty and it's Brooklyn. Those are only two girls. You see what I'm saying? So Brooklyn is two. She's the other girl, and Wanty ain't no longer here with us. I just can't let that happen. Yeah, but I like talking. I enjoy talking to y'all. I guess sometimes I tell stuff I should be telling or whatever. I don't care no more. I don't care. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm going whatever it is. I'm going through it, child. I'm going through it. But it is what it is. I don't care. I really don't. I know y'all ain't gonna tell nobody. Who y'all gonna tell? I know that's for real. Y'all ain't gonna tell nobody. Shoot. But I guess I gotta keep in mind that I be just thinking it's us. You know what I'm saying? Like people that been with me from KLLM days, of the normal people that be listening to me all the time. I just think it's us. But y'all, there be other folks in here just be just listening and going on. Child, she used to bail folks out of jail. Yeah. Yeah, those were my friends. I wasn't no thug, but I knew a lot of them, child. I wasn't no thug, but I knew a lot of them, huh? Miss Termer, let something happen to Miss Termer. Let's pick up the phone. Something happened to Miss Termer. That's why I watch what I say, because I know how my people are. I watch my mouth. I watch what I say, because I ain't going to do nothing to you. But you have people that ride for me, like really ride for me. I've helped people out of situations, like a lot of situations in their life, and they don't leave me alone. Leave me alone. Sister. Yeah, we got to start talking about 4X. I got to introduce you to my mentor, Nicholas. Right now, I'm with Wealth Builders, and it's like $99 right now to join. I already got like people under me and all this kind of stuff, so I'm excited about that. And we trading. We are trading, y'all. If it wasn't for trading, I would, paying all that stuff, it just gave me the extra income to get it like right like that. Like I could take $100 and turn it into $1,000 like that. This station closes at 1 a.m. I can't pay, but I can cook Jamaican food. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have oh my god, y'all, I have a girl that is a driver, and I guess she's at the bus station or the train station, or she don't have anywhere to go. I gotta figure out something. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. I'm glad you said something about Vegas, because my 50th birthday, okay, is going to go down in Vegas. Yolanda's gonna she's in Chicago. She's in Chicago. She has a cat. Okay, she has a cat. She's in Chicago. I'm looking for her a job right now, but it's Saturday. I can't I can't do that on Saturday. So I'm like, where are you staying? What are you doing? What they keep. No, she got let go from a company. She was going to New York because she's from New York, and somehow ended up in Chicago because she couldn't take the cat from Chicago to New York. I don't know. I don't know the full story, but I asked, was she okay, and she said she was. That she was going to the bus station, but I didn't think she was going. You can stay at the bus station. I didn't think she could stay at a bus station. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I don't know. She said the bus station closes at 1 a.m. and I can't pay, but I can cook Jamaican food. So she's in Chicago with her cat and needs a place to stay. Anybody? Y'all, these are, I'm telling you, these are, y'all think I'm crazy. These are the calls I get. It's very far. Let's say, tell her safe, and that, tell her to be safe. Does she need a ride to New? Yeah, I think she needs a ride to New York. If you text me or whatever, I can send you her phone number and you can call her to see if you able to help her. You go to Vegas while. Girl, I wanted to go to Vegas for Valentine's Day. You know what? I was gonna go to Vegas by myself, me and Ripley. Ripley, you wanna go to Vegas? Ripley. See, he don't answer. He don't be saying nothing. I wanted to go to Vegas by myself, right? Me and Ripley, and I was gonna get me like a nice room or whatever the case. I want to go see the Chippendales. I want to go see the Chippendales. I want to go out. I just want to go and let loose. I just want to just go let loose and just have a good time and just enjoy myself and whatever. Yeah, girl. I just want Calgon take me away. Like that was my plan before all this happened. I was gonna fly to Vegas. Me and Ripley, we were gonna fly to Vegas. We were gonna go see. Give her my number. She continued with me. You forgot I'm in Maryland. Yeah, okay. What if I send you her number? I'll send you her number. Cause I think she got like 1 year experience. But she said she was having a she said she was gonna she said she got 1 year experience, and the Chippendale. Is it the Chippendale? What the people be taking out the club? Who them people? What they call them? The what? I want to go see them. Yolanda asked me. She said, Tamara. She said, do you think? Would you mind having like a dancer or whatever at your party, at your birthday party, your 50th birthday party? I was like, no. I think that would be an extra idea. I think that would be a good idea. What you? Oh my God, y'all! That's what it's almost 2 hours. I've been. Oh, I wanted to y'all don't mind if like I come back on Monday, and I gotta hear from Dollface Trucker to see what she needs, because we're gonna pay that rent. Okay, see if she needs some extra the money to pay for the rent. So let me see I'm waiting on her to respond or whatever to see what we can do to help out to pay for her rent. But if that's the case, we're gonna raise that. We're gonna get that rent money together. I want to go see. I don't think I ever been no show like that. I don't think I ever been no show like that. Let me think. Have I? I ain't been to like no professional stripper show. I've been to like I ain't been to no professional stripper show. I've been to like a little stripper show like in a club or something. It was a long time ago. I think it was some midgets. I think it was some midgets or something. Was it midgets? Did I go to a stripping midget show? Or maybe it was one midget. I don't know. I forget. It was a long time. I used to live in Pensacola. And I remember my friend took me to You know when your girlfriends be taking you out somewhere, and I think they took me to a strip show, a strip, but it wasn't like a real strip show. It was like a strip. Girl, this was the ghetto and strip club. They had little, they had little. Oh, you call them small people. They call little people. I'm sorry, little people. Little people, and the little man picked up his big. I don't know. I want to go something like that. All right, y'all. It's almost 2 hours. I gotta go to bed. I gotta get down. You know, I'm so happy I'm down here in Texas. Child, I'm so happy. You can see it on my face. See how my face is, child? I'm in 60-degree weather. It's nice. Ripley stretched out on the seat. Ain't you real? Ripley stretched out on the seat. All right. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed night. Bye.